Hi, I'm Michael, and this is California. And on a day-to-day basis, around 10,000 Americans become eligible for Medicare, either because they're aging in at 65, they've been disabled for 24 months, or have specific illnesses that qualify them for Medicare. Now, once someone becomes eligible for Medicare, there are so many options to decide from. For example, is it better to get a prescription drug plan or Part D, a Medicare Advantage plan or a Part C, or maybe even a Medi-Gap or a Medicare Supplement plan? This whole process can be very confusing and leads some people to just plain give up. So today we're going to cover the basics of Medicare Supplement plans, how they work, when you can apply, and what is the cost. But before we do that, if you like this information, if you find it interesting, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. So let's first talk about what is Medicare. So Medicare is a health insurance program that we all pay into all the years while we are working. We pay into it through a payroll tax. But to be eligible for Medicare, someone generally has to pay in a minimum of 10 years or 40 quarters. And a majority of people become eligible for Medicare once they hit the age 65 and are able to enroll in original Medicare, which is made up of two parts. So Medicare Part A, which covers hospitalization, and Medicare Part B, which covers day-to-day health care. Now, Medicare Part A doesn't usually have a monthly cost because it's what we've paid into all those years while we were working. But Part B has a monthly cost of $144 a month in 2020. Now, a lot of people think that having original Medicare is enough, but there are some important things about Medicare by itself that it will not cover. First is that for services in general, it will only cover 80% of a beneficiary's cost. This means that you are responsible for 20% of your medical costs. And unlike insurance that you may have had through your work or other health insurances, there's not a limit to how much money you can pay in a year on Medicare, just a percentage. This means you're on the hook for 20% of whatever the cost is, whether it's $1,000 or $100,000. So if you only have original Medicare, you are responsible for 20% of all your costs. And this 20% is where a Medicare Supplement or a Medi-Gap plan comes into play. Medicare Supplement plans are plans that are offered by private health insurance companies. And many of these companies are companies that you may have had prior to being eligible for Medicare through your work or on the individual market. And like it sounds, it's meant to provide supplemental coverage for the gaps in your Medicare coverage, hence Medicare Supplement or Medi-Gap coverage. Now, although they do not cover things like prescription drugs, they may offer some extra benefits like dental or vision or other benefits that are not typically covered under Medicare. And there is a large variety of Medicare Supplement plans, and they vary in their coverage as well as in their price. Some plans will cover almost all of your costs not paid by Medicare. So essentially you pay next to $0 for all your medical services. But they will have a higher monthly premium on top of your normal Medicare Part B premium, which in 2020 is $144 a month. While there are also Medicare Supplement plans that cover lower amounts of your Medicare costs, which cost less. And there are also all sorts of plans at many different levels in between. Which plan is best for you really depends on your health needs, your expected cost, and your monthly budget. So obviously one of the most important questions for Medicare Supplement plans is how much do they cost? And the answer can be, well, a bit complicated. This is because the cost can vary based on when you apply, where you apply, and what your current health conditions are. But in general, Medicare Supplement plans have a cost based first on your age. So everyone within a certain age will have a specific cost. This cost can change based on when you enroll, what health conditions you have, how you become eligible for Medicare in the first place, and your zip code. Additionally, plan costs will change based on how much coverage you purchase. Now, although all plans have the exact same benefits, meaning that a Medicare Supplement Plan Part D is exactly the same no matter which insurance company you choose, they may still have big differences in costs based on the carrier that you choose, and those other factors that we just talked about. Also, that being said, in general, I tell my new to Medicare Supplement clients to expect to pay somewhere between $100 and $250 a month for a Medicare Supplement plan. And that is on top of the $144 per month that they pay for Medicare Part B and does not include the cost for prescription drug coverage. Another important nuance to Medicare Supplement plans is when you're able to enroll. Unlike Medicare Advantage plans or prescription drug plans, it is possible to enroll into a Medicare Supplement plan at any time throughout the year. But, and this is a big but, Only during the initial period when you become eligible for Medicare will you have something called guaranteed underwriting. This means that the initial time frame when you become eligible for Medicare, the Medicare Supplement plans cannot decline you or raise your health rates based on any pre-existing health conditions you may have had prior to coming into Medicare. Once your initial enrollment period expires, though, you can still apply, but the insurance company may be able to decline your application or raise your rates if you've had any previous health conditions. Additionally, for people who are under the age of 65 years old and getting Medicare based on disability, this may also cause them to have higher rates than people who are over the age of 65, even if they are still in their guaranteed underwriting period. Overall, there are some very important advantages and disadvantages to getting a Medicare supplement plan. The advantages are, first, it is possible to get a level of Medicare supplement plan that essentially covers all of your out-of-pocket healthcare costs. Second is that they will oftentimes have extra benefits like dental or vision or other benefits not normally covered by original Medicare. And then finally, it allows you to stay on original Medicare, which gives you a much larger pool of doctors to choose from. On the other hand, the disadvantages are that they can be very expensive, they can be difficult to get accepted into, especially if you missed your guaranteed underwriting period, and they do not cover prescription drugs, which means you have to get an additional plan just for your prescription drugs at an additional cost. So when you're looking at your Medicare options, you should definitely consider a Medicare supplement plan. But of course, it will all depend on what are your healthcare needs, what are your expected healthcare costs, and what is your budget. Thank you so much for watching our videos, and I hope that you found them interesting or helpful or at least useful. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Also, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. We love to see your comments and questions, and we'll be happy to make a new video or a new post as soon as we can. Now finally, we here at California, we know health insurance. So whether it's private health insurance or Covered California or Medicare or Medicaid or Medi-Cal or even health insurance for a small group, we know health insurance. Because I know it can be very complicated coming out of your work insurance and trying to find health insurance on the private side. Or maybe you're coming out of Medicare or becoming eligible for Medicare and turning 65 and you're trying to figure out what are the best health insurance plans available for you that meet your needs as well as your budget. Or maybe even you're coming out of a government program like Medicaid or Medi-Cal, and now you have to get health insurance on the private side. And we can help with all of that. So if you have any questions about your healthcare, leave those down below. We'll be happy to make a new video or post for that as well. Now, other than that, I am Michael, and this is California, wishing you a happy, healthy day.